Köszöntök mindenkit szeretettel! A mai bejelentkezésem címe Mindenki halhatatlan. Tudom, ez egy meredek kijelentés, de az igazság ez. Korábban már említettem, hogy tudást hozok, és a forrás maga rám száll. Szeretnék számotokra egy pár rövid tanítást bemutatni tőle rámtától. Ki vagy te? Hogyan működik az emberi agy? Miből teremtesz? Kérdések, kérdések, kérdések. Nos, kezdjük.
The greatest mystery. It is no place, no other person, no thing. It is you. You know nothing of you. You are a mystery unto your countenance. To explain in terms that are most modern and relative to the age, components that are important about you. To be able to begin to understand the components such as brain and understand how brain works. Computer is perfect analogy. You came into this life, this babe in the womb was already following a doctrine, pattern of the soul. The soul is a book. It's a book of life, appropriately called, and it contains within it all that the other part of you, the God of you, the divine of you, accomplished in a former incarnation and somewhere else between. And the accomplishment lives up to the prime mandate, make known the unknown. Many entities say, what is my destiny in life? The basis of all destiny is to make known the unknown. We are at the heart of our being, you and I, and everyone seen and unseen. You are divine. And how do we know that you're divine? Because you can create something out of nothing. And what you think matters. Now, all life is affected by an attitude that you wear. Life is either injured by your attitude or is enriched because you walked by it. You are divine.
Kihagyhatatlan, hogy a következőkön elgondolkodjunk. Nem fontossági sorrendben mondom, de rendkívül fontos a hozzáállásunk, a gondolataink, szabad akaratunk. Elmondom Rámtát bölcseletének 4 alapfillérét, hiszen a kisfilmben láttátok, hogy érintett 2. Íme. Az első, te Isten vagy. Zárójelben szeretném megjegyezni, ma egyre inkább többet halljuk ezt a kijelentést, de nem mennek a dolgok mélyére. Amikor ő mondta akkoriban, ez egyfajta eretnekség volt. A második, tedd ismerté az ismeretlen. A harmadik, az a koncepció, amely szerint a tudat és az energia teremti a valóság természetét. A negyedik, győzd le magad. Nos, jöjjön a következő részlet.
Of science today has already identified the immortal gene in your DNA. It's been a long time coming. Your immortal gene. What do you think the science of the future is going to be within your lifetime? What of all of your genes is going to make the most money? Is the gene defect of curing sugar diabetes going to make the most money? Alzheimer's? Cancer? Cancers from brain tumors throat cancer, to lung cancer, to pancreatic cancer, cancer of the adrenals, cancer of the uterus, cancer of the prostate, cancer of the breast, cancer of the bone, the limb, the skin. Think that's going to make the most money? No, I tell you what's going to make the most money. What do you think it is? Immortality. And the second greatest money maker is to reverse aging. Magnum, which all of you are, we have found a print of our past and our future. This gene, why is it so important, what you call immortality?
Van-e halhatatlanság génje az embernek? Igen, van. Rámtán már az 1980-as években beszélt erről. A tudósok már 1998-ban bemutatták, és lássuk, mit mond Rámtán még erről a DNS-ünkről.
Is it possible to have mind over matter? Baby, the brain is king. The body is the kingdom. Yes. How long will that take to happen? Long enough for it to be the mainstay of your personality. To our very brain, those great thunderstorms, we have tapped yet let a third of its ability. If we lived entirely the wholeness of our brain, which would require the wholeness of our DNA be activated, we would become the legends of old, the immortals. Everyone's DNA, they use less than a third of the DNA. Did you know that there are immortal genes? Did you know that you have immortal DNAs? Did you know that you have the DNA to grow any part of your body, to change it any way you want to? Did you know you have the DNA of humanity? Did you know that you can turn a predisposition of genetics of blindness into a predisposition of sight? Did you know that you can tap your DNA to not only make you immortal, but reverse your aging? Do your genes have that? Yes, they do. It's what gene fingerprinting is all about in its infantile stages. But it's embarrassing when we really know it. Because the great question is, well, if I have an immortal gene, how come I'm not immortal? Why in the is it still there? You can edit that out if you wish. Gotcha. Or you can leave it in according to the maturity of the audience. But I'm certain I have said nothing new under the sun, Horatio. You know why? Because you focus only on your emotional means to an end. So your DNA holds what is replicant in you to an experience. You have never gone outside of yourself to create the experience of yourself.
Lehetnek kérdéseid, mint például, hogyan tudom aktiválni, mi hozza a felszínre az Istenit, mit tudok elérni, és így tovább. Ezekre a kérdésekre megkapjuk a választ az elvonulások alkalmával.
10,000 years ago. They understood it 25,000 years ago, and there were 2 ice ages in between. Now, here's about the immortal gene. It is not as if I have invented this immortal gene, but I talked about it 22 years ago before it was ever discovered in science. So, how do we know that we are fathered and mothered by gods? Because of that gene. Now, you know what that gene has the capacity of doing? Allow us to take a long elliptical orbit and to watch the procession of the stars in all of their houses in a whole lifetime that begins with 25,000 years. You have an immortal gene in you. What are you doing with it? And why isn't it acting up?
Fontos tudnod, hogy valóban ki vagy. Ha a mindenható Istennek fontos, hogy megismerje önmagát, akkor nekünk is fontos, hogy megismerjük önmagunkat. Többek között ezért is hívlak benneteket, hogy valóban legyen egy figyelemre méltó életünk. Biztos vagyok abban, hogy hallottátok már, a tudás hatalom, és ez áldozatokkal jár. De a tudatlanság összehasonlítatlanul sokkal többe kerül.